So you've most likely been sent this video because we believe that you can relate to this. Maybe you're an adult with a family, with kids. Maybe you're a young man yourself. You have a good job, but you may not have time. You may not have time for yourself. You're always tired. You're always working, but you know that there's more out there. And this is why I want you to go through this with me. The story of Manuel Rus, someone who used to work on the buses, fix the buses, to get into the six-figure stages in a year. Now, one thing that I want to make clear, I don't take any credit for this. I've just been someone who's been able to help him along the journey, but he's been an individual with Charlie and all the other people that helped him who applied the knowledge. And it's going to be the exact same for you. All the success that you're going to obtain if you invest in yourself is going to be all due to you. All credit is going to go to you. However, the exact same if you don't hit what you want. As much as all the credit goes to you, the failure also goes to you. But I want you to go through this with me and let's have a look at his journey. See, you might be able to relate to this. You might be an individual being a laborer, you might be on the sites, you might be a mechanic, you might be an individual who's always on the road. And that was kind of the story of Manuel, always working mechanic, fixing the buses, fixing the cars. Actually, something that his dad does. His dad's in the business with us. And this is the story of an individual who maybe had money but didn't have time. And so many people can relate to this, but not a lot of people do something about it. See, it's one thing acknowledging that you're stuck. It's one thing acknowledging that you're working and working and working, but so many people don't know what to do with it, or so many people just feel used to it. And maybe that's you. Maybe you're the individual who knows you can do so much more, but you don't know what to do. And I can relate to this, and this is why me and Manuel get along so well. And as he came into this journey, he understood, well, okay, this is now going to be a business. This is a business where if I go all in, it can pay out. It may take me a year, 2 years, 3 years, but it will work out. And that's the thing that you need to acknowledge as well. This will work out when you decide to make it work. When you decide that even after a long day in work, you do it. And that's exactly what Manuel did. Manuel was able to make 100K in his first year, 103,000 leveraging this system. Isn't it crazy? Imagine receiving a message like this. And I can't wait till one day you send me a message and you say, Ryan, I broke through my first six figures. I've made my first six figures. And as Manuel went on his journey, he went on and he had 20K months, 25K months. This picture right here is him being celebrated for being a 20K month earner at the gala that we did, which I know you're going to be at the next one. See, we do a lot of events. So me and you, we're going to see each other in person. We're going to work as a team. And this is my favorite thing, getting to celebrate people's success. And we're going to celebrate yours. We're going to celebrate yours, no doubt. And there you go. This is how much he was able to make in 1 month, which is absolutely crazy. And I said to myself, Manuel, I have a couple of questions for you that maybe you can help the individual watching this video. And I want you to have a look at this. I asked him, what advice would you give to people who are hesitant? And this was his amazing response. Honestly, bro, the biggest thing I'd say is stop waiting until you feel ready. I wasn't ready when I started either. I just decided I was going to learn, take the risk, and keep going when most people would have quit. There's no guarantee, there's no guaranteed shortcut, but if you're willing to learn the game, stay consistent, and actually execute, you can completely change your situation. Fear is temporary, but wondering what if can last genuinely forever. Isn't that amazing? But I have more questions for Manuel. I said, bro, what were some of the challenges? Honestly, bro, there were plenty. Losing money, doubting myself, having people around me question what I was doing, and feeling like I wasn't progressing fast enough. There were definitely times I wanted to give up, but I realized the struggle was part of the process. Every loss taught me something. Every setback made me stronger. And every time I kept going, when it wouldn't have been easier to quit, I got closer to where I wanted to be. The hardest part wasn't making money, it was becoming the person capable of making the money. And lastly, what was your goal when you first started? Honestly, when I first started, my goal wasn't to make millions or anything like that. I just wanted to build something that could give me freedom and change my life. Then once I started seeing what was actually possible, the goal got a lot bigger. Now it's about building something that gives me complete financial freedom and seeing how far I can really take it. That's the exact same for you. Your goal at the start may just be to maybe have a bit more disposable income. And I can tell you, stick to this game and it will change everything. So now I want to show you what it is that we've used with Manuel to get that, the system. What did we use to get these amazing results? Let's have a look. So how is it that someone like Manuel has been able to achieve this type of success? What is it that he used? So the first thing when working with an individual like this, and this is the exact same for you, is figuring out what type of person are they. In the previous clips, you guys saw that working on buses, hard labor, long grafts. So the first thing that I always do is I like to understand someone's schedule, because everyone has a different schedule. But luckily, with this amazing system that we've built, we've a system that applies to everyone's schedule. So for example, if someone has a very, very, very demanding job, but they have good disposable income, the automation is going to be there for them. Because with a good account, a small account of 1,000 or something, you can start earning some good profits on that. If it's an individual that maybe has a job where they're on a desk, they can go, you can see my screen right here, and they can go ahead and use the scanners. But for an individual like Manuel, it was okay. We need to first get you to a stage where you're understanding how the copy trading works, because with the limited time that you have, we need to get you copying some trades. Now, copying some trades, very easy. You go on your phone and all you need to do, 1 second, go into this app, MetaTrader 5, you copy and paste the trades. These are my results for today, 603. And this is what we did with Manuel. So with every single trader that we have a module. So you're not just randomly copying and pasting the trades. So to start off, we watched the videos on how to do the copy trading. We then went over the strategy that the educators have, and then we set a plan with him. We said, well, okay, let's have a look at when you're doing work, what days you're off, and we'll match it with this right here that we have. For example, if I go into next week's schedule, you can see all the calls that we have. So all that he did was say to himself, well, okay, I'm going to do the copy trading on a day-to-day basis, and I'm going to understand that copy trading is going to be what we like to call some pocket money. You're going to set targets, an extra 100 a day, 80 a day, something small and realistic. Yes, you can make hundreds and all that, but you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself. So understanding what calls we have on, and all the calls are recorded. So it wasn't a big deal if he didn't jump on the calls, because we have the recorded calls. But a lot of these calls were educational and live sessions. So while the copy trading is happening, in your free time when you're done work, you should then go on to the education. And these are videos. For example, if I go into the scanner videos, look, how to use the scanners. We have the written version, and then we have the videos. Look.
Hello. Bye. That's fine. Look at all the
These videos are short and they're sweet. So what a lot of people kind of underestimate is, or should I say overestimate, is the amount of learning that's required. It's not that there's so much learning, it's that there's repetition involved. These videos are short, but it's a case of doing it again and again and again. And that's what you need to get good at, just doing the boring work. And that was the plan that we set with Manuel. It was, okay, what can we do every single day that you can do every single day? And of course, as you do this yourself, let's say if you were to jump in Manuel's shoes, we would track your trades, so I myself would be able to see what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. And this is exactly what was done within this journey. You work on the mindset on making people understand that it's not hard getting out of your job. It just may take a bit of time, and you need to develop a new version of yourself. And then when it comes to the trading side, the mindset that's required is understanding that this is a business. This is investing. You're investing your money. You're not going to win every single trade. You're going to lose some trades. You're going to have bad days, bad weeks. It happens. We're all humans. And if you can show up every single day, that's what he did. So this is a perfect example of an individual who worked crazy hours, a young man looking for more, which this could be you. If this video was sent to you, it's most likely because you're a young adult, you're a young man who has crazy ambitions. And my favorite thing about this story of Manuel is not only he's been able to hit 6 figures, his dad is now doing this with us, which is amazing. Having your parents do this, it's absolutely amazing. So I look forward to you one day being the individual that I get to do a case study on. If this video was sent to you, it's because we believe that you can relate to Manuel, and we believe you can do the same and even more. See you in the group chat.